I'm here for the Wrexham 10k. This is actually my first time in Wales, so even if the race doesn't go well, I've achieved something this weekend. Looks like I've brought the rain with me. It's rained since we got here about 5 hours ago, but fortunately it looks like it's going to dry up for the race. Weather looks pretty perfect. No excuses there. 4-hour drive, but actually I really struggled to find any 10k's in the UK at this time of year. And looking at the field, it looks like quite a lot of people have also had the same issue. The course looks good. Got round it on the way down here. We stopped off on the way to the hotel. Got a lap around the course. It's about 6k for a lap, so 1.5 laps tomorrow. Race plan is hopefully get out around that 255 to 258 per k. Feel pretty strong at that to 5 or 6k, and then see what I've got left in the second half. My PB at 29.45 hopefully is on borrowed time. It's from the end of 2021. It's difficult to tell with training sessions. I've not raced for about 6 weeks now, and I ran 30.35. I like to think I'm a lot fitter than that. That was pretty soon after the London Marathon, and training's been going really well, but it'll be exciting to find out.
So I thought it'd be a good idea for me to voice over this part of the video because I didn't say anything for almost the entire day. So I woke up 3 hours before the race so that I could have my usual porridge and black coffee, which was clearly too hot in this case, but anyway. Got ready to head off to the start line about 90 minutes before the start of the race so that I could get my number and get it on my vest before starting warm up about 45 to 50 minutes before. Warmed up with Mark, 2.5 miles at 7:03s, just chatting the whole way, which made it absolutely fly in. Usually I would only do 2 miles for warm up, but I just sort of lost track of time. Got changed into my race shoes right after this jog. I go for the Adios Pro 3s for everything. I switched to them about a year ago and love them. After changing into my Pro 3s, I went off and did my 3 minutes of threshold, which I've recently added in as part of my warm-up. Tend to do this about 15 to 20 minutes before the start of the race. And in this case, I averaged 5:19s for the 3 minutes, which is pretty typical for this. It's just a nice relaxed effort to get the body moving before the start of the race. My one rule is that I don't actually look at this pace before the race starts because I don't want to get inside my own head. If I see that that's like 5:30 per mile, I'm probably going to be freaking out inside. But anyway, did my final stretches, put my vest on, and then one more nervous tie of the laces before getting on the start line. The last thing that I tend to do before getting on the start line is turn the auto lap off on my Garmin. The last thing you want mid-race is your Garmin beeping some dodgy splits at you. The GPS of my Garmin isn't the greatest, so I would just go on the markers on the road if I was going to use any splits at all. In this case I didn't. I just looked at the watch at halfway for a general idea what sort of pace I was going, and otherwise just raced because I find that that is the best way to do things. But that's enough chatting from me for now. Let's get into the race.
Alright. 5 weeks, isn't it? I think you start probably running up smart away. What are you doing this weekend? And then the long run. Yeah, like
Back in Glasgow now after drive up from Wrexham. Race obviously didn't go as planned. 30.29 for 7th. Wasn't what I wanted. Said last night, was hoping for a PB under 29.45 at the worst under 30 minutes, but it wasn't to be today. Wasn't there for whatever reason. I don't think that's a full reflection of my fitness. Training's been going really well. Better than it has for a long time. So really hope it's just a bad day, because got the Antrim Coast half in 5 weeks running for Scotland, so keen to have a good run there, and still really sure that I can have a good run there. I think that the fitness is good, training's been good, just gonna get another 3.5, 4 weeks of good training in and be ready for that. I should say well done to Mark for winning the race. Sure he watches these videos. It's good to catch up with him properly for the first time since Kenya in January. And it was a great event. Loved getting down there. Just wasn't the result for me today, but brilliant event, brilliant course. Really just wasn't good enough to do it on the day. Great race if you wanted to run sub 29 minutes, but it was not going to be for me. I'm sure that the Wrexham 10k won't be my last bad race. Just got to keep doing the right things, making good decisions and training hard.